Hello and welcome to KERNOW EXP. We are live in Cornwall. So how you doing, folks? So we got a special guest. It's Mr. Two Wheel.
Hey,
How you doing?
Good evening, folks.
How you doing?
I forgot. I'm gonna put my hat on. There we go. yeah. Just to raise some awareness, folks. Yeah, the old Tommy sleep out.
Oh yeah.
I'm quite looking forward to that, aren't you, mate?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, I think it's going to be.
Yeah, it should be good. Yeah.
Right. Let's just check the feed a minute, folks.
Oh yeah, I can check the feed a minute. I can keep an eye on comments as well. A minute. I'll move a bit. There we go. That's a bit better. I'll move a bit.
Danny. Hi, Danny. How you doing, mate?
Hey.
So, we've got Mr. Two Wheel.
How you doing? All right. All good, folks. Yeah.
So, what are we going to talk about?
Well, we could just talk about stuff in general, like things we've done. Like last week. Last week was a good video, wasn't it?
It was
the airfield, the one that we did. That was a flipping amazing.
It was absolutely amazing.
I'm just loading up the vid, folks, so I can say hello and keep an eye on the comments. Hey, Danny. Yeah, all good. Yeah, nice one, Danny. Yeah, so it was great because I think I've wanted to go up to that airfield for such a long time, and I have tried in the past and not really had any luck. I remember the first time I went up there by myself, with a friend, a different friend, and we didn't get a very good reception at all, folks. So it was actually nice this time to be able to have a look around. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, so I hope everybody's doing okay anyway. And on the subject of that airfield, there's something I've
Hi, Mark.
I've since learned, folks, is that airfield, apparently that control tower that we saw, that was built in 1944.
Right. So...
And I got it wrong because I got to admit, when I get it wrong, I always say, folks, that was the main control tower, folks.
Oh, it was?
It was.
Oh, right.
And I've been reading about it since. Shit. And up until that control tower was built, there wasn't a control tower, folks. So that was.
So was there
the main control tower? Yeah.
A second one?
Well, originally, it's a bit unknown really, because unlike a lot of other airfields, that airfield, believe it or not, before World War II, it was a civil airfield.
Oh,
so it was actually used by
aviation,
civilian people for, I guess it's like the early days of air travel.
So like string bags and
stuff like that sort of thing, just like, for short trips and stuff like that, But it's all good. So I just to say welcome to all new subscribers of Two Wheel Exploration. We've had an incredible influx, folks, of new subscribers. It's fantastic. I can't believe it.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
And I would like to thank all the recent subscribers to this channel as well. Now, I know the other night we were talking about urbex, folks. Well, the thing is, I will continue to do it if it's a situation where it's not been filmed before, and it's something that because obviously it's not just me, it's my crew, and Adam is part of what we do as well. And if most of the crew say that we got to do it, we'll go and do it. But if it's just me, then it's like this. I might do it, I might not, but the crew are the ones that really enjoy doing the urbex, and as far as they're concerned, we will continue to do it. But risk assessment, folks, I'm just going to read the chat a minute. Hello, Mark. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, hey Mark. Yeah. I think we've kept the location secret, folks.
Yeah, it's not Mullion, Mark. I'll tell you privately.
Yeah,
right?
privately we'll tell you. But basically, is where we went, folks. Is what we don't want it to be people to go up there and just think they can just go in. So
you can't.
We've withheld where it is.
Yeah, because we had permission, didn't we?
Yeah. I mean, I think anyone with any historical knowledge of Cornwall would probably be able to put a finger on where it is.
Yeah,
but if you know, folks, please just keep it to yourself. That would be the best thing to do.
The reason we're saying this is because we had permission, folks. And like Adam just said, it's not a place that they want just anybody just turning up. You know what I mean? I know it's in the spirit of urbex and what have you, but out of respect for the landowners, you know, that's why. Captain Cornish.
Yeah,
hi.
Captain. Hello, Captain.
Where is Mullion, folks? Mullion is just
down towards the Lizard, isn't it?
Basically the Lizard area. Yeah, there's an airfield there, Mark, who I went with Matthew Williams.
Yeah, that's Prydanig. I think everybody knows Prydanig, and I don't think there's any danger of worrying about anyone going in Prydanig unauthorised, because it is actually a Ministry of Defence establishment.
Do you know what Mark? Mark just put?
Yeah.
He put, "Where's Mullion, folks? I get lost in the shops."
Yeah.
Really?
Aid,
really, Mark?
Aid, you all right? Blown 8 cylinder.
Aid, hi mate. How you doing?
Yeah. It is.
I'm going to watch all your video later. I haven't had a chance to watch all of it yet.
That's what we did, AD. We went and asked permission. Yeah, we didn't just go in and help ourselves. We actually went and sought the owner or one of the managers of the site, and we asked him, and he said to us basically, yeah, okay, you know, we assured him that we were just there to have a look around. We weren't going to go indoors and start climbing or anything, and we weren't particularly interested in anything that was there apart from the old buildings and the history, folks. You know,
yeah. So obviously, it's being used by a particular farm.
Well, yeah, it's life now is mostly agriculture, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, devoted to.
Yeah.
But one of the unique things about that site, and there is one. There is another one at Davidstow, which is Cornwall's biggest airfield.
Mark, you know what that is?
It's the aircraft machine gun range, folks. That is just incredible. That building.
Oh yeah. That was.
Yeah. It's basically like it's like a great big kind of like front of a building, but it's massive. And I mean, I think I forgot to mention a couple of other possible features about that as well. I think I did actually look at that particular the firing butts, a long time ago, and I think before I was even into filming or anything. And it's just worth pointing out that the steel backing that was inside it would have been behind sand, so it would have been a great big pile of sand.
Yeah, massive bun
in front of that metal.
It would have been quite a few tons,
steel,
wouldn't it?
But I've also got a feeling that the steel is actually armor plate, folks. It's armor plated steel.
Mine's upstairs, Aid. Mine's upstairs.
That's just to make sure that obviously rounds would hit the sand, lose their inertia.
I'm going to go and get mine.
And then, you know, there's no guarantee of any. There's a guarantee then of no rounds would actually go through the metal backing plate once it's gone into the sand, and I think that would be quite adequate enough. And you know, I mean, testing aircraft machine guns literally while they're on the aircraft, folks, and jacking up the tail of the aircraft, and you know, obviously so that the wings and everything's horizontal and level, and literally sitting in the aircraft and firing the guns, folks. Because I think the adjustment for an example, something like a Seafire or a Spitfire, you've actually got some adjustment, so you can slightly aim the guns in slightly, so you've got that nice projected cone in the cone of fire that goes out in front of the aircraft and ultimately assures you get hits, folks. So it's that was a brilliant feature of that. You know, for me, that was a brilliant.
That's
feature.
over at where we went to recently, yeah.
Yeah. That was it.
So Adam, as Adam just said, folks, there was a massive amount of sand there. It would have been quite a few tons, and every so often, I dare say, they would have raked it over, wouldn't they?
Oh yeah, well, for sure, yeah.
So Yeah.
Yeah, so we've got 8 people on here now. 8 of us. That's great.
Hi, folks. Hi.
Yeah, yeah.
AIDS put a comment.
Yeah, the harmonisation range.
Yeah.
That you're bang on there, Aid, mate. Yeah, that is exactly what it's basically for, and likely as well to test basic functions of machine guns like the feed, and perhaps the actual basic firing function. But more importantly, the harmonisation, like you just said, which is exactly what and that particular airfield. It was mainly single-engined aircraft that were operated there, and like naval aircraft of World War II. So all like the foamers, Seafires, all that sort of thing, And but it's just in such a good condition, folks. You could actually just put the sand back in there and use it.
Yeah, the roof is still on it and
Yeah.
everything. It's just amazing.
And we did actually see the brickwork as well. We saw the bullet damage in the brickwork.
Yeah, I did point out that.
Which was pretty incredible, I thought, to be honest with you,
Mark's got another comment here about Pendennis Castle. Apparently, there's a secret tunnel that goes down to Little Dennis. He would love to go and see that. Now, we did actually see a tunnel, didn't we?
Yes, that was the basically what it is. It comes out on the little beach, just down off of where the
searchlight
platforms are. You come off the rocks there, and there's a little beach, and it's a tunnel.
I think there's steps going down to it now, Mark. So if you wanted to check it out, I'll send you a pin if you like.
Yeah, that tunnel is
Napoleonic, isn't it?
Yeah, but it doesn't go anywhere. It goes in about 80 feet, doesn't it? And then
There's a collapse. There's like a metal work
it's like
there.
a collapse and stuff. Yeah.
So, Aid, what's happened to the Bedford QL, mate? Where's that gone? Can you tell us or not really?
It's just nice hat.
Yeah, good bit.
Yeah.
Danny wants to know where we're doing a sleepover. We want to keep that quiet, do we?
Yeah, that is it. As yet, that is yet to be revealed, folks.
Yeah.
But it is a historic location.
We've already made a decision.
We have made a decision where it is, and it is on public land as well. So it's not, we don't have to trespass or anything to get to it. It is somewhere open, and we can get there. No hassle. So it's basically. It should be good, folks. Anyway.
Oh yeah, it should be.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that.
I've done some purchasing. I've bought 2 Tilly lamps with new wicks and everything, so we could use those, or we could use in conjunction with a Hurricane Lantern, the Firahan.
Yeah.
I've also bought a Anchor pressure lamp or gas lamp as well.
Now, funny enough, I bought it myself, brand new, a few years back, and it's a proper Coleman dual fuel lantern.
Right, so that's like the one that I've got.
Believe it or not,
is it all brass, copper?
No. What it is, it's just known as the Coleman Tilly lamp.
Yeah.
And I was using it on unleaded petrol.
So you pumped it up.
Unleaded petrol.
Did you use the instant light thing?
It's got a mantle.
Yeah. Because the one that I got, I'll show you a picture later on. But it's really bright.
It was literally as bright as a light bulb.
Oh yeah.
And I've still got it, the lamp. But last time I tried to use it, it wouldn't hold any pressure. And there's like a little stirrup pump on the side of it, opposite to where you fill it up with fuel. And I've got a funny feeling that is really stiff. So I think it needs a replacement seal kit.
Oh right,
yeah. Which is
you
good.
can buy those. Yeah.
It's literally as bright as a 240-volt light bulb in your room, like Yeah. That's...
Yeah. So obviously when we do that, we're going to possibly take that and a Firahan oil lamp, which I know Adam's got one. I've got 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
So one of them will keep going all night, but I think with the pressure light, we'll only have that going when we're cooking and things like that. We are hoping to do a live stream from the location when Blown 8 Cylinder from RAF Snaith Museum are doing it in tandem, because whatever we raise, folks, goes to that museum, and then Aid can decide what he wants to do with it, basically, whatever he wants to give to.
I have actually set up a Just Giving page,
Right.
and which is registered as, because obviously all the money it doesn't go anywhere near us, folks. It goes into the Just Giving, which then goes straight to the charity.
Yeah, so we don't make anything out of it, folks. We're just doing this for support for the veterans, aren't we?
If any one of the viewers or subscribers, if you look at the posts on the Two Wheel Exploration channel, there is actually a post there with a picture of a pillbox aperture, and on that picture, on that comment, there is a direct link to the Just Giving site. And you know, if anybody wants to make a donation, then please feel free.
Yeah,
you know,
please, folks, because it is for.
It's there, you know. So I mean, I'm not sure when it comes to the funds itself, if we're part of AID's group of, you know, for fundraising, but in case we're not, I thought I would create a Just Giving page.
Well, we can put both links up, couldn't we?
Yeah,
so
we can do that. Yeah,
the folks can decide what they want to do. You know. So tonight, folks, I've just completed a drone flight above the town of Camborne. So if you were in Camborne a moment ago and you've seen a flashing thing in the air, don't worry, it's only KERNOW EXP, and we've got a decent drone video, and I had visual line of sight all the way through it, so it was really good, folks. So I'm going to work on that tonight, and it'll be available tomorrow at some stage.
Yeah, hey, that's the trouble with any old engine like that, mate. You're trying to get like a cylinder head.
Yeah.
You've got to probably get another one recast, maybe, or perhaps you can weld it, or who knows, you know. But I mean, certain things like if it's warped or whatever, that's going to be really difficult, you know.
Yeah. So it might be an idea to try and acquire another engine of some description.
Yeah, and you when something's jammed on your pit, mate. Yeah, but that's going to stop you from doing anything else, isn't it? It's going to be a bit of a pain.
I'm not joking, Age, but if you know that LDV you got, if you was like up the road from me, I would have had that. You know, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Also, RAF 51 squadron served. Wow, that's good, isn't it?
Wow, 100 years of the squadron, yeah.
Wow. So, this half term, I've done a few things, folks, but I haven't done what I wanted to do. You might have noticed some good videos from us, like last Monday, obviously we were at this particular airfield. That was fantastic. I've done a couple of things since then, but I haven't really done what I wanted to do. The weather's been a bit rubbish, of course.
It's great to be here anyway with Mr. KERNOW, folks.
Yeah, it's good to have Mr. TWEX here.
I think in future, folks, I mean, I've not really done a lot with live videos and stuff. I mean, I've done live video feeds and stuff like that, but obviously not so much a live like this. But I think in the future, I will try and get that sorted. I will try and.
Yeah, it's fairly straightforward. The only problem, I'm sure a lot of you would know about this, is the orientation of it, because you've got to have it in landscape.
Yeah,
and it's bloody awkward. Even I have trouble with that.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah,
but you know, you can do it. It's not that difficult. It's only just the orientation, basically. So, folks, I've moved my office around now, and we've got 2 computers up there now, so I can multitask. Hey, multitasking, good Lord. So I can research like stuff on one computer and be live on the other one, if you know what I mean. The model kits have been put away for now, because I don't intend to build any for a little while, unless the weather goes pants. So we'll start building again.
Yeah, hey, that's great news, mate. 51 Squadron going to have their birthday at the RAF Snaith Museum.
Oh, that's good.
That's brilliant, mate. Yeah, that is great. I mean, if we weren't so far away, mate, we would come over a lot. You know, we would pop over and you know, we would actually have a good look and
yeah, it's quite strange actually, Adam.
Support it.
where RAF Snaith is, it's just down the road from Doncaster.
Yes, Doncaster. Yeah.
My grandfather was born in Doncaster. So I've got connections to up there.
I think what a bit of a problem is we are 20 miles from Land's End. So we're quite a way down, aren't we?
That's a bit of a problem.
Yeah, 20 miles from Land's End. Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah, bit of a problem.
Yeah.
Bugger. Never mind, eh?
Yeah, we'd love to be on the volunteer team.
Yeah, most definitely.
We really would, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I've supported similar things in the past, and I've always had such a strong sort of interest in the wartime history and stuff. And when it comes to aircraft or flying or the RAF, or you know, and especially in the case of my late grandfather, the Fleet Air Arm. I mean, my own father, my dad, he was actually a member of the Fleet Air Arm as well, and he worked on Sea King helicopters, folks, and of course Harriers as well, and lots of different aircraft that he worked on because he was in the Navy for quite a long time. So it is in the family, you know, and it's also something I grew up with. So it's a personal sort of interest as well, and the history side of it is just amazing, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, well, I'm always learning, folks, and like Adam as well. My grandfather was in the Royal Engineers, which is a little bit different, and my other uncle was in the Desert Rats, so we've got connections there. And also, my uncle Jack was in the Navy. He was quite high up, and but I was in the Air Cadets and also Scouts before that. So I've always been interested in it, and I always will be. You know, and it's amazing how much you can learn through research and getting your boots on the ground, folks.
Yeah, Aid says it's about 650 mile trip. Yeah, I don't doubt that at all, to be honest, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I did actually, well, a good few years ago, I've actually ridden on my motorcycle up to Scotland. I've done that once, and that was a lot of miles on a motorcycle. And of course, but the thing is, you've got to stop every 100 miles for fuel, because you'll just run out. But
but the other thing that you've got to look after is yourself.
Absolutely, yeah.
You've got to service.
Oh,
that sounds wrong.
Yeah, totally.
You've got to look after yourself.
Totally, yeah.
Drinking.
Yeah. Well, I think
eating.
After almost eight hours on the motorway on the bike, and I still wasn't there. I had another sort of 7 hours to go. So it's you definitely get a sense of distance. You know, it's a good job I can drive a car as well, which is great. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to from coming up to see you, Aid, at some point. Hopefully later this year, mate. I am really interested in doing that. You know,
if it's during summer holidays, I might tag along.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, if it goes to plan, my life is going through a bit of a metamorphosis, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm not going into any details, but yeah, it is going into a bit of a metamorphosis.
Welcome in, Jeff. Welcome, Jeff.
Jeff is here. Yeah, Jeff. Oh, late. Don't worry about it, Jeff. We're always late, so it's fine. Yeah, no worries.
Nice to see you in.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. For anyone who doesn't know, Jeff is our friend and also our expert. When I say expert, Jeff's historical knowledge of wartime airfields and Cold War history and stuff, and not just wartime airfields, but wartime history, infrastructure, that sort of thing. It is pretty good, and he's also been a brilliant friend of mine for many years now, Jeff. I can't remember how many years it's been, mate, but yeah. So Jeff is a really good guy, and we've actually there's a video with Two Well Exploration what we've done Jeff's been in a couple of videos, folks. Basically, it was Perranporth Airfield, RAF Perranporth, and we went up there. Jeff was with us on 2 occasions for that, and some other bits and pieces that Jeff has shown us when he's come down to Cornwall as well.
Yeah, there was one particular one we did where we had to bash into this completely overgrown pit, and we weren't really sure what was there. But Adam was the mole, folks, and he just disappeared in there, and he came out. He said, "Yay, we got it!"
Yeah, brilliant.
So,
Yeah.
Jeff was the one that found that.
Yeah, that's right.
Danny, thanks for dropping in,
cheers,
mate.
Danny. Thanks for popping in, mate.
If anybody has any questions, please drop them in the comments. You know, we will answer.
Anything you want to ask us, or
you've got us now, folks. So
yeah.
you know, if you want to answer and have some questions answered, or if you have any suggestions, maybe you could put them in the comments. But try not to reveal the locations too much. If you want to contact us directly, we are on Facebook. We do have Facebook groups, and I'm sure we could discuss things privately over there if you wanted to.
What's that popped up on there? Something's popped up on you.
Mark Lloyd, that group.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's been going like that, you know.
How many ROC posts, Aid? Well, I think there's actually about. I think there's a good sort of like in Cornwall itself. I think there must be well over. I would hazard a guess around 25 in Cornwall, the whole of Cornwall.
We've done the majority of them, folks.
We've done a lot of them.
North Cornwall.
Yeah.
We've hardly touched it.
Yeah, some of the north. I know that there's one in North Cornwall, which I think is up towards Bodmin Moor, and it's actually still in use, folks, because it's not. It was an ROC post, but I think now it's actually got what do you call it? This equipment for measuring seismic activity and things like that.
Oh, geez,
so I read all about it on the Subterranea website. But
Subbritannica.
Yeah. A lot of them have been, a lot of them have been destroyed. But the ones that are surviving, I would hazard a guess about 25-ish. I would say, mate. Yeah. And we've explored most of them, sort of like from sort of mid Cornwall down, haven't we? Really?
I would say a 30-mile radius.
Yeah. We've done most of them in sort of like from mid Cornwall down to Land's End. We've explored most of them.
Yeah.
I think there is one that we have yet to see, which is down at Sennon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that one apparently on the Subterranea website. That one is actually listed as destroyed.
It's not destroyed.
But it's not. It still exists.
Yeah.
And is there a ladder in that one? I can't remember.
I don't know, but I've got a ladder.
Yeah,
anyway, so
Well, so we can.
I might.
We're going to go and see that.
Yeah, I think so. I might even do a recon, not film it, just to see what the situation is there. But quite interesting. I think the best one that we've looked at is not far from Newquay, where it had paperwork and stuff like that. Do you remember that one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I think the best one we've seen was that one that we that was up in towards sort of like over in I would say in the Newquay direction.
Yeah, it's that
in that area.
Yeah.
And that was the one with all the paperwork and stuff. And
it's amazing.
And pieces. And the one was the one near Penryn was a good one as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was
that one was quite unique.
And of course the one we actually pumped out ourselves and helped out a friend of ours, Monty. I don't know if he's watching or not, but he contacted me and let us know about it, and he actually managed to gain access to it because we had explored it with a camera on a pole before that.
Stick cam.
But we actually I've got that on 2-wheel exploration. That's quite a good video if you want to check that out.
Yeah, check it out.
How to see what's inside an ROC post without even going in there, which was
you call it stick cam.
Yeah, it was
sticky cam.
Sticky cam. Yeah, sticky cam was that was quite handy. But that one we actually did end up going in, didn't we? Monty was liaising with the landowners.
Yeah, they were very keen on us.
It actually allowed us to go inside it. And Mr. Kernow took his little electric pump.
Yeah, I've still got it. I've still got that.
We pumped all the water out of it and we dried it out, didn't we? And we got all the junk out of it and we sorted through the various sort of artifacts and things that we found in there, bits and pieces. It's all in the video on the channel.
Yeah.
But
hello, Captain. It is, mate. You know where it is.
Yeah, yeah.
And
we know where it
Adrian,
is.
hi, mate. How you doing?
Adrian, yeah, Captain.
So yeah, we're very passionate about historical sites, folks, and
Yeah, still good, Nick. Yeah,
Cornwall doesn't really disappoint because we've got so much
Yeah.
down here.
Yeah.
Whether it's to do with World War II, the Cold War, Cornish mining, other historical buildings.
And there is, I mean, in terms of like anybody who's interested in Cold War history as well is, I mean, I can't honestly believe that we're probably one of the few YouTubers in Cornwall that have covered it, but that is the Type R6 rotor bunker down near the Lizard, folks, which is basically a rotor bunker, folks.
There's not many of them down
1
here.
meter thick walls and all that kind of thing, and that is just a Cold War rotor bunker. And also there's the original Type 80 radar transmitter building, which is down there as well, which we went and had a look at. And I can't believe that not many people know about that, and it's just so much, the history is just amazing.
G'day,
Yeah.
History Hunter Down Under. Hi, mate. Welcome in.
Yay, History Hunter Down Under.
It's just amazing. We have permission, folks, from the guys that have got Lizard Ales, and they gave us permission.
Yeah. Well,
which is amazing.
I think it was the landowner, because amazingly, right, not far away from it.
Oh yeah, Jeff.
There is that mobile home park in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Which is unbelievable.
Yeah, so we have permission. Now, Jeff has just mentioned about the naval Y stations. Jeff, I think I may have found the elusive one that has been missing. I'm not going to say where it is, but I'm pretty sure I've seen it. Now, I did actually do a fail explore. I think I uploaded it for members.
Yeah. And those
found it.
Those Y stations, they're basically like radio listening stations.
Yeah.
And that was something we had absolutely no idea.
Yeah, until Jeff mentioned it.
Here. So Cold War era, you can just imagine it now. You can just imagine them, teams of men and women in those little huts with radar masts and stuff, and just listening for Russian radio signals, wasn't it? Basically,
yeah. Bloody freezing unexpected, Jesus.
Mad, yeah.
But I think I might have found the elusive one, Jeff, because obviously you did say about roughly where one was, and I kind of located that, which is apart from the other two that we looked at with Adam and David, member of the crew. So I'm gonna when I got a bit of time free, I'm gonna go over there. It's not really far away. I could do it during the week, to be fair. It's only gonna take like an hour just to go there and have a look and come back and whatever. So I will take some filming stuff with me and just have a look. So if it is the case, then obviously I will let Adam know and we'll go and film it.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, yeah. And Aid was saying about it. Aid's got a nice ROC post not far from where he lives.
Oh yeah.
And I mean it's great that when you find something like that, Aid, and you know somebody as well, like the landowner. I think he said he actually remembers that when the RAC post was closed and when they just left it.
Yeah.
Back in the 90s, and it's that's pretty good, mate. Yeah.
It's amazing, really, because like when I was a kid, these things were all active. We didn't know nothing about it.
No, nobody did, did we?
It was all hidden.
But that would be great. I mean, hopefully, perhaps the landowner is aware of what is in there, and hopefully it's not trashed and it's in great condition. And hopefully it stays like that as well, which would be great.
Captain, there is one near your neck of the woods which is privately owned. I'm not going to say precisely where it is, but according to the map, it's locked and sealed. So I've been dying to go and have a look. So that could be the one that you mentioned there.
Yeah, definitely permission visits.
Yeah.
I think that is the way we need to go now in the future. I think if we find anywhere like that, unless it's blatantly obvious, it's a site where it's like there's nothing there, nowhere for miles around, but in future, anything like that, we need to try and find.
Yeah, well, obviously the airfield that we did You know, that's a classic example where Adam asked, and it paid off, folks.
Well,
so
yeah,
I think
I mean,
going forward, we're going to do
they,
that
they,
more.
they could have said no. They could have just
They
said,
could
"Oh
have
no,
bugger
go
off.
away." But
Yeah.
you know, I mean, I have actually tried up there once. I'm going back several years ago now. It wasn't recently, but I did actually try and ask permission, and I was told, "Oh no." So I left basically, and I haven't been to that airfield. Well, probably for about 4 years since. So, but until we went there last week. So
Yeah, that was just amazing,
yeah.
folks. The history that is there is just absolutely amazing, and with Adam's granddad as well. That is just unbelievable, folks. You know, and
that's good news. It's in somebody's garden, folks. That's fantastic. That's the best sort of hope you could have for that, really, isn't it? You know?
Yeah, that's really good news. Yeah, that means it's not going to get trashed by the Muppets.
Definitely, yeah. That's where it is, mate. You know.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a thing that's going to happen more and more from both channels. More permission visits, basically.
Yeah.
And going forward is the right thing to do as well. You know. And I've had a few words with the crew regarding urbex and so on and so forth. So I'm not going to divulge that.
Yeah.
Folks,
well, I mean, to be honest, two-wheel exploration, we've had a look at things in the past, but I have always tried to be very sort of like, you know, selective about what I do and what I look at, and a few things I've sort of like been told about or heard about, and I've just thought, no, I'm not going to do that, you know, because it's you know, I mean, we are both separate channels that work together, but you know, I mean, I'm sure, you know, I would never tell KERNOW what to do, and I know he would probably never tell me what to do either. But you know, at the end of the day, it's just down for everyone to be safe in it. And
yeah.
and
Well, as I said the other day, folks, about this young person that fell through the skylight in Plymouth. Apparently, he didn't die, but it's a classic example where, you know, risk assessment, and if it doesn't look right, then don't do it, because it ain't worth your life. It just isn't.
No,
You know, there's no way.
No. I mean, I think enough things have happened with people doing like urbex and things like that, you know, and I think there's one thing as well that I think a lot of people aren't aware of as well, is when you do something and you film it, basically, you know. I mean, you're dropping yourself in it potentially, aren't you? You know.
Well, yeah.
I mean, you've made a video. That's evidence enough that you're actually there.
Yeah,
you know. So,
well, like I did say, folks. Obviously, we will do the occasional urbex if it's really good, but you know, we're not going to be focusing on urbex so much going forward. Just more historical things, more walking videos, more drone videos, more boat adventures, and getting out there, folks. You know, that's what we're really about. So. KERNOW is the Celtic name for Cornwall, and EXP is exploring, folks, from land, sea, and air, and that's what we're about. And history is so important. And what we've been doing over the years, some of the stuff that we've seen no longer exists.
Yeah,
and
definitely,
so it's documenting history, folks.
That's right. Yeah,
it's so important. It really is.
There's actually down on the Lizard, there was an ROC post, and
well, it's sealed, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, that one is. But right next to it was a wonderful Orlick post made out of prefabricated concrete. Well, when we went to see it, that was actually standing, wasn't it? We went
is it still
inside
standing,
it.
Is it?
No, it's gone.
Really?
It's come
apart.
No. And I don't know. There's no speculating how it's happened, but I think it's had a bit of help from the wrong people. You know? So that's unfortunate, really.
Yeah, very unfortunate. So that's another example that what we've documented is no longer there, folks, which is just, you know, it's just not great. So what we're both doing is documenting history, and
definitely
it's important. It
definitely.
Really is. I'm not going to preach or anything, you know.
So that RAC post near you, Aid, that was wow. He says there was cobwebs when he opened the hatch. There was cobwebs.
Well, that proves that no one's been in there.
Nobody's been in there. It must have been an amazing. So you were the first person in there for years, then, Aid. Yeah, that's just. Yeah,
so the artifacts must have been pretty pristine.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a sort of like unique thing, isn't it? You know. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know what you mean, Aid, with the museum, mate. That is amazing, and you know, and I would say, you know, when the museum's open, folks, anybody who hasn't heard of the RAF Snaith Museum, folks, well, that's
Check it
something
out.
that Aid,
Yeah.
our blown 8 cylinder, that's what he's done that himself, folks, and you know, it's amazing. It's absolutely.
Yeah, so most of the windows on the museum, Aid has actually manufactured those from scratch.
Made them. Yeah.
And I pointed out the other day about the windows, the airfield that we are at. And yes, it's just amazing. So Aid is very talented.
Folks. And as well, it's also on an original wartime airfield, folks.
Yeah.
And the building, the RAF Snaith Museum, was original World War II building that was used.
Yeah, it's really
and
really cool.
He's even restored the buildings, hasn't he?
Yeah, new roofs and everything.
Yeah, brilliant.
Right, so I've got this drone video coming up, so that'll be hopefully on before tomorrow. So it's back work tomorrow, folks. I'm not really looking forward to it, to be fair.
I've got a day off.
All right, for some.
Well, yeah.
You know, but I've had a whole week off.
But anyway, I was working on Friday night and Saturday night.
So you've got to have a day.
So, yeah.
So, future plans. Well, I think we're going to go and have a look at Davidstow at some point.
Yeah, Davidstow is brilliant. Yeah.
It's a massive site, folks, and obviously, like Ghost Adventures of Cornwall said, Mark, it's very haunted.
Yeah.
You know,
Davidstow is basically it was now in Cornwall. There are former RAF airfields, and most of them, with the exception of St Morgan, which was basically built post-war or expanded post-war, most of them are quite small because you've got like Portreath was a fighter station, Perranporth
10 Group, wasn't it?
10 Group fighter station. Prydain was sort of like a medium sort of sized station.
So they would have had Spitfire, Hurricanes, Bristols.
Yeah, some twin engine things and stuff. But then Davidstow is basically on Bodmin Moor. It was built on common land, actually on the moor, and it's basically a designated bomber station that was built. So you've got runways that are long enough to operate B-17s, Lancasters, all that thing, and those type of larger aircraft. But it's vast. But the problem with Davidstow is it's where it is. It's very, very exposed. And
it's up near Bodmin Moor.
An awful lot of what's left is getting less and less every year because the concrete.
I noticed that some of the buildings are like really falling down on that.
There are things. There's quite a lot up there, but you need to know what you're looking at before you look at it to kind of like know what it is, if you know what I mean.
Well, the bit towards like the hills, Brown William, what have you.
Yeah.
That bit of the airfield, I've not even looked at it.
Yeah, well, that's over by the woods. I mean, there's basically the airfield. The openness of it is still there to a certain extent, but on the far side of the airfield, you've got a great big like pine forest, which is there. If you go across the airfield from the main road access, then on the other side of that, you've got a large reservoir which is up there. But yeah, the pine forest that wasn't really there in World War II. So one of the things that would be great to do would be actually go in the pine forest.
I've been told, Adam, that some of the pine forest is being torn down.
Maybe some of it, yeah. But I mean, I think there's only so much you can do with pine trees.
Well, of course.
I mean,
but
so that's one for the future.
Yeah, it's like Adam just said, but it's a vast area, and like I said as well, I've not explored all of it. I've done the main sort of bits and that, but I've not been over to the pine forest and had a good look. I've not been right down to the far end either to have a look because apparently there's Stanton Showers down there and all sorts, you know. So.
Yeah, Jeff says part of the airfield is in the forestry plantation.
Yeah, it is now. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Yeah, and WAF officers used the buildings that were at RAF Snaith, which is now the museum. That's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right, now let's talk about paranormal things, because obviously you know that I do that as well. And me and David went to the Great Wheel Bassett, Francis Shaft, I think it was, engine house and what have you. I think that's been fairly well received. We're going to do another one next week. I'm not really sure on location right now, but talking to the crew yesterday, we've got a few ideas, and you're going to see a bit more of that coming up in the forthcoming weeks, if you know what I mean.
Mm. Yeah, the technical side. Yeah. Well, there is actually up at Davidstow Moor, there is actually a museum. It's known as the Cornwall War Museum, and
Brilliant.
it's big, and that is actually built on part of the technical stroke domestic site, if you know what I mean. And the buildings there are original, a lot of them, and there's an awful lot of other buildings and huts and stuff up there, and I do know what several of them are. And you know, the trouble with it is up there, you need to go up there for a whole flipping day.
Yeah.
And I think that would be a good one to have the bikes with us as well, because obviously you can save your legs a little bit by.
Yeah, I've been up on my bike a few times now.
Yeah. But riding around is probably the best way.
It is, yeah.
To go and see various parts of the site. And stuff
Yeah,
like
definitely.
That.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's just, but you know, like A just said, trouble with airfields is everything's like all around the edge sort of thing. But I kind of get it. But
yeah, well, you say about the investigation in the museum aid. I think KERNOW, you've already been there, haven't you? And done that.
No, he's talking about his museum.
Oh, right. Oh, okay.
Are you talking about your museum aid or the one at Davidstow? I have done an investigation at Davidstow, and we did capture some strange anomalies, put it that way.
Yeah. Oh, when we were here. Yeah. We would love to do that. Yeah.
Definitely.
And that was weird because I got completely out of the blue last weekend, wasn't it?
Adam's got a sixth sense.
I got a very, very eerie feeling because Mr. KERNOW was checking out one of the main hill hangars. It wasn't the first hangar; it was the second hangar. Well, KERNOW was having a good look inside it and all, and well, he was putting his camera pole in and stuff like that, and I just got a real sort of feeling that I didn't want to go in there. It was I didn't even want to look in it. Do you know what I mean? It was just very strange.
Yeah, I picked up that you weren't really impressed.
Yeah.
Looking in there.
It just for a couple of minutes, it was like, I
wasn't interested in the stuff that's in there. I was interested in the
It was a little bit worrying just for a couple of minutes. I mean, I'm not, KERNOW does the paranormal stuff, and I am just sort of like, usually just an observer when it comes down to
Adam's been on a few
things like that.
Things with us.
But I do believe, folks, because we have seen things that have happened out of the blue, haven't we?
Yeah.
And the Penhale Camp one.
Well, yeah. I'm not joking, folks. I'm glad Adam's here right now, but when that happened, I thought it was him pissing about.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It was not.
No.
It was not.
No.
It was the real deal.
So we had the voice inside the that particular hut at the army camp that was, we know that hut. That was basically that hut was. No, obviously there was a tragic incident at that army camp in 1940, and there were some men that had come back from D-Day, and they were sent down to Penhale Army Camp to recuperate afterwards because they were rescued. Obviously, rescued from Dunkirk, and they were all sent there. Somewhere nice and far away from everything, down in Cornwall. Well, one particular night, there was a single German bomber that randomly dropped a stick of bombs, and this particular site was literally where we were, wasn't it? Yeah. And I believe there was about 25 of these soldiers died in that single raid, and I mean it's doubtful if that bomber aircraft was even aiming for the base, if you know what I mean.
Do you think it was a
But
Ju-88?
I have no idea.
No,
I mean,
I don't.
there's no idea. But yeah, and I think that's where a lot of the weird paranormal stuff, I think, has definitely come from.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
But
that door slamming.
yeah, but the thing is, we were at Penhale Camp, which was
Yeah.
obviously an army training camp, and we were not there for paranormal. I wasn't even geared up for it, folks. And we had weird shit happening, like the door slammed forcefully. Yeah, there was a little bit of wind that night, but not enough to make the door slam like it did. And we were right by the memorial as well. And I think that was like a message to say, right, lads, fuck off.
Yeah.
Time to leave.
Yeah, Aid,
Bugger off.
Aid, no doubt at all, mate, that you have touched things and experienced stuff.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, one of the things that I personally believe in is that old buildings, old machines, old anything that has literally, been absorbed memories of the past, folks. And I think it does stay inside, like bricks, concrete, that sort of thing. And I think it's kind of like in a funny kind of way, it's like a recording from the past.
Stone tape theory.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like there's still energy that is present inside material of machines and buildings and stuff. I definitely do believe in it. Yeah.
Well, we've experienced things, folks. We can't explain it.
No. Absolutely right.
So, there you go.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've been to places where you just get a sense of it, folks, and it's thick in the air. It's like when I met Bob recently, Bob Osborne. I'm going to revisit him very soon if I can, folks. And I would like to have a real in-depth interview with him, because what he knows about Aleister Crowley, it's just bloody amazing. So watch this space with that. It may not be for a few weeks, but we will try our best to get that done.
And on the last thing I would say about Davidstow, RAF Davidstow Moor, is basically there was a full-size control tower that is still standing, and that tower, I really believe that's some kind of aerial. That is.
Well, I was there about 3 years ago with my crew. Adam wasn't with us that particular night.
No, I wasn't with you. No.
We were in the control tower and we did a very short paranormal investigation, and we got a spirit on camera, folks. If I can get that video, I'll download it, I'll re-edit it, and I'll upload it again. But you can see there's something in the video which wasn't there. It's a spirit, folks, and it's real, And like Adam said, the control tower is the last contact of the aircrew to base, to land. And so it's going to be spiritually charged, isn't it? Which that place is,
Definitely,
Any questions, folks, before we go? We've nearly been on an hour. So I think we're going to call it a day in a moment, because I think Adam would like a coffee, and I would like a drink as well.
Yeah, many stories,
Yeah, well, like Adam just said, Aid, it's stone tape theory, and if like a part of an aircraft crashed and there was trauma there,
definitely,
then that's going to absorb it, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I've been to many different museums in the past, and all over the place, not just in Cornwall, but I've all over the place, and I've experienced some odd feelings, and just by looking at things or being in the presence of a certain thing, I've felt that for sure, And I think one of the most peculiar
Chris, hi mate,
places I've ever been for something like that was a very long time ago now. I'm going back to the very early 2000s. My mother used to live in Kent. My mother lived up in Kent for quite a few years, and I did go up and visit her one year, and I actually went to the Battle of Britain Museum at Hawkinge in Kent.
I bet that was good.
And it was amazing. It was amazing, and of course, one there's many different buildings left at the site. There's no airfield anymore. There's just the museum, which occupies some of the original buildings, and that was where I had the strangest, one of the strangest feelings I've ever had, you know. And I was informed afterwards that I wasn't the only one that felt like that after going in that particular place. It's like, yeah.
So Adam does have an ability.
Yeah, well, I just kind of like find these things, like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything absorbs energy. Yeah.
It does. Yeah, it does. So our next video is a drone flight above Camborne, and that'll be going live maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. I'm not really sure at the moment. I've got to edit, folks. It might take me a while to edit that one. Later in the week, I might be able to do something. Not really sure right now. Depends on how tired I am. Because obviously we work, folks. So you know, I don't tend to do much stuff during the week now. But I might do the occasional live stream from upstairs or whatever. But you know, yeah.
Chris Sedgman, hello, mate. All right.
Yeah, all right, Chris. I've known Chris Sedgman for a very long time, and yeah, he's all right. He's a good lad. He's a good lad. Right, so we're right down to only 3 people in the house. So, any comments before we go, folks? We're going to be leaving shortly, so it's not every day you get a chance to put questions in for us. So now's your chance. Questions in. Oh yeah, I was talking with the crew yesterday, and we're going to be doing a fry up very soon. Would you like to participate?
Oh yeah. I would love to do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That won't be for a couple of weeks.
No.
Probably be the weekend, I expect. We'll try and time it so it's ideal for you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say location or anything, but you know, should be really good. Okay, so Adam, do you have any questions?
Well.
Not really.
I don't know, folks. No, just you know, just to say, you know, it's in terms of like videos and stuff I'm doing. I'm in a bit of a peculiar place at the moment, and you know, it's actually been a bit of a struggle to actually do some vids, to be honest with you, because I just private circumstances basically, folks. But yeah. But I have been doing my best to keep going. Yeah,
you don't need to apologise. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I just like to thank everybody for tuning into TW Reacts and for subscribing. Yeah,
thank you, folks. I'm sure Adam is very appreciative of that. And of course, we've been gaining subs as well. So I'd just like to thank all the new recent subscribers. There is going to be videos. We are a bit slow sometimes, folks. Like the last couple of days, I haven't really been doing a lot for YouTube. I've been doing a lot in my private life. I managed to get on top of all the jobs that I needed to do, so that's really good. So
yeah, that's amazing, Jeff.
506. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah,
600 on the way.
Wow, it's great. Yeah, but cheers everybody for jumping on anyway.
Okay, Aid, thank you for jumping on as well, mate. I hope you enjoy your tea. Was it stew he's got? He's got some stew in the slow cooker, so that sounds all right, doesn't it? Excellent. So big thank you to Will for jumping on with me tonight.
Yeah, collaboration vids we're going to be doing, aren't we?
Yeah, we have done this before, and I dare say we'll do this again. So from me and Adam, I'd just like to say thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking with us, and we will see you again real soon.
That's right.
Okay, Captain. Aid, cheers, mate.
Yeah.
Chris. Who else?
See you guys. We've got Jeff. Cheers, Jeff.
History Hunter Down Under.
Yeah.
Adrian. So thank you everybody for watching.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
We'll see you soon.
That's enough of us gasping.
Yeah, too much waffling.
Thank you and good night.
Yeah. Or as we say, cheers and gone. See you next time, folks.
Yeah, thanks, Captain. Cheers.
How do I end this? Oh, shit. Right. Cheers, folks. See you soon. Bye.